Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy. Where you at? Yeah, been in your rapping boys out here to the baby. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people sample like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gas. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots. Feel like Tyson with the pink little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Shell match, like real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sin. Bruce pass me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Pam, my brother.
Hey, how you feel?
I feel good, man. You know, hey, shout out to everybody that came in here. First of all, man, and you know,
I worked
today,
out pretty hard today. I'm a little tired.
did you get your phone straightened out?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, the price on the previous bill is what like kind of high, like you know. So I went over there. So I'm gonna keep it for another month and then adjust it so it could fit my needs.
All right, my brother. Shout out to the drunk Irishman, man, the boxing scholar, Jose Diaz. Thank you guys for coming in here, man. You know, I wanted to talk to Tim and Leon. Leon called me up this morning and he was exuberant, man. He sounded really good.
He's up and down a lot. He's up and down a lot every time.
Yep. Well, he was up this morning. And you know, sometimes he'll just call me up and say,
He
"Hey,
called
Bruce,
me 3 times. He called me 3 times. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, that's well, he'll call me up and he'll just say, Bruce Gas, how you doing? I say, hey, good, Leon, how you doing? Because I just checking up on you. Click, gone. You know, just I get calls like that. But
That's Leon.
you know, but
So
today, you know,
so you didn't get in touch with him for the night?
I didn't talk to him anymore tonight. But
You said he was going to be on to talk about it, right?
Well, as I was talking to him this morning, he said, "What else you got going on?" And I said, "Well, you know, today's the day that Ken Norton died 11 years ago." And he's like, 11 years? Wow, it's been that long? And he goes, "I was with Kenny when he got out of the Marines." I said,
You
"Well,
know everything about them."
well, I said, Champ, I says, you want to go on to a show tonight? We'll talk about it. He says, yeah, give me a call. So I'll call you around 8. So I'll put a call out there. You know, I called him earlier. I went right to voicemail. So I don't know, because sometimes he changes his mind. But either way, man, you know, I liked Ken Norton. I remember seeing Ken Norton the first time in 1973, and man, you know, he was a great fighter. He had some good memories. I got some good memories of Ken Norton.
I was around him several times, and he was really cool. You know, no outspoken that much, laid back. You know, I mean, I was sparring with Ali, and Ali fought him. You know, so I got a chance. Kenny Norton was like a really laid back dude, nice guy. I watched some of his videos. He could have held his hands up a little higher. You know, he had his defense was cool, but sometimes that lower hand was like too low, and he just used the top one, and he got hit a lot when he fought Larry Holmes. When he fought Ali and Larry Holmes, he got hit a lot, but he had his hands in the right place.
Okay, that crab defense. Let me give Leon a buzz and see if we can get him on here.
Okay, because he knows everything.
Does he ever? 917. Okay, yeah. So let's see if he's let's see if this is the right number. I got so many Leon Mohammed numbers in here because you're always getting his number changed.
Yeah, well, he called me.
Johan Perez.
Yeah, see, it went right to voicemail. Leon, it's Bruce. Give me a call if you get the message.
Let me see what number. Let me see what number.
No. This is the number that he called me at this morning. So
Yeah.
I know that, you know, and it's his regular number. That he's had it for about a month now.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to see.
Somebody out there says, my brother Mike Johnson says, make sure Tim's got his charger on.
No, it's charged up.
Andrew Charles,
Charger for the phone, right?
Charger for the phone, charger for everything,
Okay.
But it went right to voicemail. Hey, like you said, sometimes Leon runs funny. Sometimes he runs hot and cold. And hey, I'll talk to him again. I'm sure in a couple of days or tomorrow, or maybe he'll call us later tonight. But yeah, he told me he wanted to get on. He had a lot to say about Ken Norton, and being the day that Ken died, and Ken Norton, man, that was a tragic death. 70 years old, and he got in a car accident. He got
it hurt him too. He got hurt, right?
It hurt him. He was paralyzed for a while, and he learned how to walk again and talk again. But man, I tell you, he was my first memory of him, because I read him in the magazines and stuff, but I'd never seen him before, and that was when he fought Muhammad Ali the first time, 1973.
Yeah, that was a tough fight for Ali too. He was pressuring Ali. Ali was like putting the combinations together. They had two fights. Did Kenny Norton win one of them?
The first one, he broke Ali's jaw.
That
was when the whole world knew who Kenny Norton was, because see, Ali he got beat by Frazier a couple of years earlier, and Ali was on a tear. Ali had beaten Jerry Quarry, Floyd Patterson, George Chuvalo. Oh man, he was undefeated. He was on a tear, and then he ran into Ken Norton, and he wasn't even into the fight. It was on a Saturday afternoon on Wide World of Sports, and Ali was playing golf the day before, either the day before or during the morning of the fight. But yeah, Ali did not take him serious.
That's not bad. You're playing golf the day before. That's kind of like loosen you up, your mind, even though you're supposed to be resting. I'm thinking about that, and he's just hitting balls out. But if you got to do like 18 holes, that is, in a way, because you got to walk. But just to get your mind,
he was looking
take him serious.
He didn't take him serious, and Norton.
I don't see how big and strong as Kenny Norton was. I don't see now. I don't know.
Well, he was the fighting Marine, big tough kid. He was an athlete in high school, track star, football star, and
Ali knows something that we didn't know then.
What did you think about Ken Norton's defense with that crab defense that he had?
Yeah, now I've been studying his defense for several years now, and he had him in the right position, but he didn't tighten it up. He did catch punches with the upper guard, and the lower guard was just there. The lower guard just was there. He was swinging it. Kenny Norton was just swinging it, but it wasn't there he didn't do really much with it. And this one, he blocked some punches, but really, he just put it there and blocked punches time to time, but he also got hit with this upper guard. But the lower guard, just for there is show. I didn't see him really blocking anything with the lower guard down here. He just put it like this and keep moving it, but he didn't lay it across and really get in there with the shots. He just let it be there. But the upper guard, yeah, he blocked a couple of shots, but he still got hit with a lot of shots up here. So he put those arms in the position, but really to the 100% never really, he did block punches, but I don't think he really knew the core of that defense, but he had his hands up there. So that comes by me just studying it. I just was watching it. I watch it all the time, and I said, "Wow, how
Now,
come he don't have it tight? He just had one here and one there, and he was getting hit a lot."
now you were just on Norton's coattails growing up. You were only a couple of years younger. I mean, did you think you? Well, I mean, well, how
I
many
was
years?
way younger than them guys.
I don't know, bro. I'm just saying. Did
I
you
would
ever?
have never fought him. I would have never fought him.
No,
I was too young. Yeah.
no aspirations whatsoever.
No, they wasn't in my like in my era. I was Greg Page, Tony Tubbs,
you were
Tony
80s. He
Pressure.
was 70s, right? Right. He was more 70s.
They were on their way out. They were on their way out when we was gonna. But there was a good chance of us fighting him near the end of his career.
That's what I thought. I thought that'd be a possibility.
The young guys like us could have had a chance to fight him because he did fight a couple of young bucks before he ended his career.
Yep. And one of them I remember was Randy Stevens. You remember Randy Stevens?
I heard the name before, Randy Stevens.
Out of Texas. He was one of Don's heavyweights back in the
Okay.
back in the,
I should have known them, Randy Stevens.
I'm going to try to bring that fight up because that's a good right. I forgot to take my pills once again. My evening, my supplements. So I got to pop my supplements over here, man.
What's that?
My supplements, my nutritional supplements, bro.
Oh.
That's what it's all about. We got to stay healthy. I got to take my flaxseed oil.
Oh man, I got to get some of that. I went and got some Shalagen. Hold on.
I got the Osteo Biflex for the joints. The vitamin C, I take it every day, a couple of times a day, and my brain supplement here, my freaking silk protein. But anyway, I'll pop them bad boys out, and I want to bring up the Randy Stevens fight while the champ is showing us his supplement regime over here. What'd you get?
I used to take this before. Everybody see this advertised Mars. You see that sometime on the internet. Is Mars is a Shalagen, is a oh, this is good stuff. It comes with a little spoon. And this here is supposed to be 10 times as strong as a lot of the vitamins. And it comes in. I'm sure you've seen this on advertised. I'm sure you see this advertised. Mars.
Let's see that again. Mars.
Yeah.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
And it's really good. You can't take a lot of it because it's like I'm just gonna take a tiny bit because I don't want to stay up at night. It comes in a substance like this. Let me lift it up higher. See
what
that?
What do you do? Smoke it? You snort it?
No, you put it in. You took it in water and you stir it up, and you get energy out of nowhere, and it's all natural. It's from the Himalayan mountains. They advertise it on television all the time. I used it before, and I took too much, and it had me like I was like,
wired.
oh. Huh?
That's not a natural speed. It got you all wired up.
It's not like a speed, but it's all natural, and so you just take a little bit and put it right here, but you can put it in water and dilute it.
Let me shout out a few more people that came in here, man. I see my brother Daniel Berry in here, man. Yo, my brother.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
The boxing menu podcast. Hey, Joe, the Irishman's up there, man. That's Joe who always gives you his $25 when he wins the.
What's up, Joey?
He wins the trivia contest. He says, "Give it to Tim for a pizza." El Harvey, my brother. El Harvey's out there, man. De Niro Sports is out there, and let's see, man. Me and Tim are getting healthy over here. He was going to go to sleep. He's taking a new supplement. What's the name of that supplement again? Mars what?
It's Shalagen. It's Shalagen. Here we go.
Let me give it the big screen here. Okay. Well, that's another one of the wonder drugs that keeps my brother Terrible Tim in tip-top shape.
If they look on the internet, they'll see it, and it's like a dark, and you take, and it's real. As in, it comes in a little thing, and you take it and you mix it in water, it is
Who
strong.
told you?
It is.
Who told you to take that? That girl that you've been listening to, the fitness instructor?
No. I've been seeing it on the internet and stuff, so I tried it, and it's pretty good. It's
Give
really
it a
good.
try. Okay.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
man.
it's good. It's good. I wouldn't order it again if I didn't. If it wasn't, it is good. I took a little hit of it before the workout, and hey, I did pretty good today.
Also, so it's a good pre-workout supplement. Gets your blood.
It's just total. Take it anytime. Shouldn't take it before a workout. Just take it anytime, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the
All right.
difference.
All right, I'm gonna bring up this fight because I remember seeing
It's from the Himalayas.
The Himalayas.
Yeah.
And you know the Himalayas. That's where those guys live to be 150 years old, sitting up in the mountains. But you know they're all smoking their stuff up there. That's the thing.
See it? Look at that. Look at that real quick.
Let me put it back on there.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna give everybody a good look. Look, Mars, and it says Sologen.
It says resin. It says resin on there. Are you sure you can't smoke that stuff, man?
Hey, you might.
No, I'm serious.
If you dry it up.
I got some resin here, man.
Oh, if you dry it up, you might. I mean, but man, I took too much one time, and I was like, whoa, okay.
I got this resin, but this is the
what you got?
This is the let me get this out of here for a second here. We'll put that in a second. This is a more smokable form of resin.
What is that?
This is vanilla honey.
Can't see vanilla honey.
Yeah. I'll open it up. I'll show you. It's a.
How many times you take it a day? 2?
Oh, I take this stuff all day long, man.
Doesn't make your heart run?
Nah. This is my sugar, my live resin sugar.
Okay.
I love this stuff, man.
How does it make you feel when you take it?
It makes me. It's a total THC product. Makes me feel nice and stoned, man. I love the stuff. And hey, did I tell you this company sent me a bunch of free stuff in the mail?
Yeah. I was like, wow, what about me?
You don't even smoke the stuff. But seriously, the people out there, man, you got to check out this site. It's called In the Clouds, INDA Clouds. And they reached out to me. I guess they must watch the show. And they said they want, if I'm interested, they're going to send me a package. And I said, sure, send me the package. And
send
man,
me one too.
That's what everybody says, man. Send me one. And this package has got about $200 worth of stuff in there.
You don't realize what you got in that package. It's all good stuff.
Let me show my peeps out there what I got in there. First of all, they sent me two eighths of flour. One is this
what you use that for?
Ice cream cake. I smoke it.
What?
And this is the Durban poison.
What you do with that?
We smoke that too, bro. These are 2 great strands of flour. And then they sent me this is a 3.5 gram live resin blunt. This thing is a cigar. It's in a tube. I never saw nothing like it, man. 3.5 grams live resin. It's got keef in there. Look at that thing. It's like a P. Diddy cigar over here, man.
Now, don't overdo it. Woo. It's healthy too.
What's that?
It's healthy too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think it is, man. You know, you can't spell healthcare without THC. Think about that. Think about that.
Can't take THC all the time.
Well, I can. And they also sent me these gummies, these edibles.
Okay.
These taste so good. They taste like they're orange candies. In fact, I think I may do one of them right now just to show you how legit they are.
Yeah, send me a couple. Damn.
I definitely will.
I can't smoke no more. I can't smoke no more.
These are delicious, man. One of these, you feel good.
Wow.
I'll make sure you get some guaranteed. Also,
What else?
this thing in here is called dope rope. That's edible.
Okay.
That's a THC rope candy, 150 milligrams.
So how much of that you eat?
Me and my old lady will eat the whole thing. We'll cut it in half. I'll give her half. I'll eat half.
Well, that's not too much. Eating half of it.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Okay. Well, who told you that's
75,
not? Who told you it's not?
75 milligrams.
Okay. That's strong, ain't
Well, for some people, maybe. But for seasoned cannabis veterans like myself,
it?
it's like having a beer. You know, it's nothing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, man. Here's what I want to do. I want to show you this fight with
Kenny Norton.
No, I'm not going to show you Norton. I want to show you the fight with Randy Stevens
Randy Stevens and
Ken Norton.
okay.
Now this dude Randy Stevens, he was a Don King fighter from Texas. Good up and coming fighter. Ken Norton was kind of on the way down. I think this was late in his career. Let me see when this fight
I'm
was.
surprised I don't know who Randy Stevens. I probably do, but
He was from Texas. He was but he was kind of a journeyman though. He was like 11-4 when he fought Ken Norton.
okay.
But it was it was an interesting fight. It just showed you that Ken Norton still had the power. Let's go up here and check it out, man. Let's go to Caesar's Palace.
You know your followers are involved too. You got to talk to them and let them.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Let them feel like they're involved. You know.
Oh, guaranteed, man. We got the flawless mentality. My brother Mark Stearns out there. Salute. I got Justin James in here, man. I got De Niro
Paul Briscoe.
in here, man.
Paul
Paul Driscoll from Facebook. My brother, he's a boxing historian. Paul Driscoll.
Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Oh, see,
okay,
now
here we go.
they're showing some highlights right now. They're showing Ken Norton in action.
Larry Holmes and Ken.
Yeah. These are just some highlights.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good where Kenny's just using his right, and he's not really using his lower guard for defense. Watch. It's just there. I'm good at this type of defense. And you'll see, look at his lower guard. It's really there, just there. See? He'll throw that left hook sometime, but I've been watching it, and his hand is just there. But that right hand, he leaves it there. He does get hit a lot, and he does block sometimes.
Okay, man, this fight is
Evangelista.
Listen to me for a second.
I sparred with Evander.
Are you sure that stuff you just took isn't speed, man? You're going on a mile a minute.
You talking about Evangelista, right?
Yeah, well, they're just showing some of the heavyweights back there, man.
Okay, I sparred with Alfredo Evangelista.
Well, the main event on this card was Evangelista. I mean, one of the other co-mains, and Aguayo was on the card. They're just kind of showing the whole card. But what I'm saying is, this is Ken Norton's first fight after Larry Holmes.
Okay.
So he just came off that split decision loss. He lost his title. This is the first fight after that, man. So
Ken lost the title.
Yeah. Ken lost the title. Ken was a WBC heavyweight champ. He never defended. He had one defense, and he lost the title on his first defense, and he never won the title in the ring. The title was awarded to him because Ali didn't want to fight Norton. Leon Spinks was stripped of the title. Leon Spinks didn't want to fight Norton, who was the number one contender. He chose to rematch Ali. The WBC awarded the title to the winner of the Ken Norton Jimmy Young fight, which was Ken Norton. Now here we go, man. Check out this Randy Stevens. Okay. Ken Norton was the best man at Randy Stevens' wedding.
Oh, damn! If you notice, Ken Norton has his hand there, but he's really not doing nothing with him. I'm just letting you know I'm good at this stuff. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. He's really not doing nothing with them, but they're there. Maybe the chop guard he'll block a couple, but those are just there. He's not really doing nothing with them. I'm good at that defense, and I know. So he raised his right hand. He might block a couple of punches, but his hands, see, he's getting hit. His hands are just there. He's looking all right, and it's something new. Oh, he blocking a couple of punches, but he's getting hit with a lot of them too. See how low that lower guard, that upper guard is
Mhm.
too low. It should be up higher. So somebody didn't teach him. He just put it there or practicing from somebody, but that's not where his hands really supposed to be. And he was successful in a lot of his fights. Look how low that right guard is. It's supposed to be up higher, like Joe Frazier does.
What do you think he's doing? Is he copying like Archie Moore?
Um, yeah, he's doing that, but I don't think that somebody really taught him what really those hands supposed to be there for. He was successful. He did really good, but you notice when you look back, he's getting hit with a lot of punches. Look where that left right hand is. It's too low. It's supposed to be up higher. Joe Frazier had it up here. He got it here. So his coach don't know that defense. So he can't help him with it. So these are the things we talking about. Ex-champions, when their career's over, when they pass away, or when they're gone, we realizing these type of things. So I'm really good at this here, and I'm saying that right hand is too low. He's got it underneath his chin. See it? It don't supposed to be there. It's supposed to be up higher.
Okay.
But his trainer don't know that style, so he can't tell him what to do. I don't know who taught Ken to do his hands like that, but it wasn't somebody that really knew the defense. Okay.
All right, Yankee Car, yes, for sure, man. One of the a huge 1976 when the police were on strike. Unbelievable night, Yankee Stadium, the third fight. Many people thought that Ken Norton won the fight, man. Ali retained the title, 15 round. Very, very controversial, unanimous decision, I believe it was. But anyway, man, this is a little bit after that. I think we're in. What are we in? What year are we in right here? This is 1978. This is the year that I was blown out on coke all year, man.
I graduated high school in '76.
I graduated college in 76.
Oh, okay. Okay, there's another round. Now, as we see,
Yep, here we are, round two.
Kenny Norton right hand is too low, and he just his hands are just there, and it looks like he know that style, but his trainer doesn't know that style. His trainer was a nice guy. I met him before. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Bill Slayton.
Yeah, Bill Slayton. But Bill don't know this style. So Kenny just doing this, and he's getting away with it. During that time, the people don't really know, and Kenny looks real good and everything. But in reality, that's his right hand is too low. He's throwing that hook. He's big and strong. His muscles, you see his muscles and everything. He got the muscles, and he throwing punches, and he's Kenny Norton. But technically, that hand is too low, and it should be up here. It should be up here, and he's getting hit. Watch, just watch. The left hook, he will hit the right, the left. So sometimes he put it up high. You see it? Okay, you see it right there?
Mm-hmm.
But in the beginning, he got it too low, see? So sometimes he has it up high, but the majority, he got it there all the time. See, right underneath his chin. Right underneath. That right hand, this is good stuff, Bruce, so I can really let people know.
Oh yeah, man.
That right hand is supposed to be up higher all the time. But look where he has it, underneath the chin. He raises it up sometimes too. But look where it's at. Okay, see he's underneath his chin right there? It should be up higher. Now watch you do it again. It's going to be right underneath, right there. He should have it up higher.
Oh, good body work. Oh!
So you see he got hit with that. So that right arm's supposed to be up higher, Ken. I mean, Bruce.
That's all right, man. I'm sure Ken might be watching this upstairs and smiling right down on us right now, man.
Yeah, I met him a couple of times. He was supposed to fight, was it Larry Holmes? He was supposed to fight Larry Holmes.
He did fight Larry Holmes. He fought Ali 3 times. He fought everybody, man. Ken Norton was Ken Norton's Hall of Fame, man. He's a great guy. Always seemed to choke against punches, though. Why do you think that was?
His defense. I think his defense. He was tough and strong. What do you mean choke? Or because his hands is nobody to keep him consistently with that defense. He had a lot of courage and could take punches, but they take toll when you keep getting hit. I don't care who you are. So if he has somebody in there to keep telling him to keep that right arm up higher and keep his defense a certain way, I think that it could have saved a couple of those things, a couple of those situations when he was fighting. So you look at his arms; it's too high. He reaching that punches when it's underneath his chin, and that right arm should be up higher. He was successful though. He was successful in several of his fights, but then look at that! He
Oh
just
yeah,
missing with that left hook.
well, watch the one he connects with pretty soon.
Okay.
And this is a beautiful knockout too, Tim. You're gonna be impressed with this knockout. And he shows compassion also because he could have hit him again, but Ken steps back and admires his work. So if anybody wants to see
That is
beautiful knockout, just keep your eye on this fight.
So all these up and young comers that try to cross arm, make sure that that right arm is over top of your eyeballs, at the top of your head. And you can leave it there underneath there, but you got to know exactly what to do with it. Put the elbow on top of the glove, the one that's on the bottom. Put your right elbow on top of the one, lay it on your stomach so you can block all body shots. You can block jabs coming through like that, and then you can go like this.
Oh,
I used to do it all the time. I had fun relaxing in the ring with Larry Holmes, all them fighters. Man, they couldn't hit me. A lot of times, guys, I wasn't in shape because I was getting ripped off, and my morale, my mentality was low. I couldn't get up for a lot of things, but I did the best I could.
hey Tim, my friend, the boxing librarian, he this is one of the most knowledgeable guys that I know anywhere of anybody. I mean, he knows as much as Bert Sugar does. He's in that class. He did a top 1,000. He does a top 1,000 every year, and he ranked you, I think, at 476 of the top 1,000 boxers of all time. And anyway, it happened that he does them 10 at a time, and he did it today. I'll email you the show that he did. You can hear what he said about you.
Okay.
And, I mean, it kind of fits what you just said there. When you had the motivation, you were unstoppable. But when you were unmotivated, it showed.
Yeah.
And anyway, Anyway, this is a very, very prestigious ranking, the top 1,000, and you're in
That's
there.
heavyweights or all weights?
All weights, all fighters, all time, going way back, going back. Yeah. Oh shit, man, we missed it. Let me play this again. Here we go. I started talking.
So name some of the fighters that was ahead of me.
I can't. He didn't even get to the. He just did. He got up to 475 today. But look
Right.
Look at him step back and admire his work.
475. So he must be talking about all different kind of weights.
Oh yeah. In fact, what I'll do is I'll find the show and I'll play the show. He won't mind. I'll play the show for you. We'll find out exactly what he said about you. Because it was funny. It was, Ken Norton knocking out his friend.
He caught him too.
He caught him with a beautiful, and he was classy because he could have landed a couple of other ones on there. Let me audit you. Salute. Good to hear you, my brother. Good to see you in here. Here we go. Watch this left hook by Ken Norton. It's a thing of beauty. Pushes him back a little bit. Catches a right hand. Ducks a left hook. Bang! Oh! And look at him just.
Yeah, he could have hit him with that right too.
He could have used him like a freaking speed bag right there if he wanted to.
Ooh, look at that.
Very, very, very classy maneuver. But
really cool. That was really cool.
But that was Ken against Randy Stevens, and like I said earlier, he seemed to crumble when it came to the big punches, the Jerry Coonies,
who did?
Foreman.
Who?
No, the guy we're talking about.
Ken Norton was old. He
not,
was old.
Not when he fought George Foreman.
When he fought Jerry Cooney, how old was he?
Oh, when he fought Cooney, he was old.
Yeah.
But when he fought Shavers, he was kind of. I don't know, man. What fight you want to watch? The Shavers fight, the Cooney fight, or the
I don't
Foreman
care.
fight? And I want to see him with a puncher, and we can see where he goes wrong. Let's 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 see what fight do we want to catch him. Let's watch the Shavers.
Oh, the Ernie Shavers fight.
Yeah, and this is
That's one of the hardest punchers in boxing.
it is, man. And Ken Norton ran into Ernie on a night when people thought that Ken was gonna take Ernie out. Now let me get a better picture on here. This one isn't that good.
I had the privilege to hang around Ernie Shavers every day in Don King's camp. Ken Norton just a couple of times. Not Ken Norton. I was in his presence and stuff. You name him, man. I had a chance to. That was really cool.
Ernie was a nice guy too, wasn't he? He was kind
Yes,
of like a
he
drill
was.
sergeant too.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You didn't see no violence, but he'll step. Now he will stand his ground. I don't care who you are. Always nice. Always talking good stuff. Everything. I was in Don King's camp. Don King had him as when we was in camp. Don King had him waking all the boxers up to run, in charge of getting the boxers up. But he wouldn't mess with me, Blood Green, Michael Dokes. He would, but the other guys, he would get them up. He would get them.
Only the young kids. Let me order you. Let me order you. Says it's a pleasure to listen to you, Terrible Tim.
Who said that?
Let me audit you. It's a new cat in the chat. Appreciate it, man. Let me audit you. Make sure you sub to the channel, brother.
Thank you.
But the thing I noticed about Ken Norton is when he was fighting a feared puncher, he always lost, and he always lost early. I mean, it was almost like a trademark.
Well, for me, his legs was weak all the time after a certain while. I don't know if he was messing around with women or whatever, but his legs were, to me, appeared to be a lot was weak a lot, and some of those near the end of his career, he didn't seem to be, his legs and stuff wasn't really strong, and you could look and tell.
Yeah, but see, what it kind of got me with a guy like that. He could go 15 rounds with Larry Holmes. He could go 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali, taking punches to the head and not even fall down. But when he gets in there with George Foreman, when he gets in there with Jerry Cooney, he folds in half.
Well, Jerry Cooney, Jerry Cooney, okay. He was on his way out. When it comes to Jerry Cooney, Ken Norton was on his way out because I was sparring with Jerry Cooney. I was sparring with him for that fight, and then we broke camp early, and then my trainer started helping Kenny Norton, and I'm talking to them. Bill Clinton, what's his name?
Bill Clayton.
Okay. Bill Clayton.
Kenny Norton is 33. Ernie Shavers is 44.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm sorry, 34. So neither one of these guys are really old by today's standard. Look at Mill Lanes and still got hair on his head. But, I mean, watch how Ernie gets him like a deer in the headlights. I remember watching this fight too, man.
Yo, man, hey, Ernie Shavers, boy, he could punch. Like I keep saying, Kenny Norton has that right hand too low. He brings it up. Boom. Look at it. Look at it low. Look at it underneath his chin. Look, everybody. Look at Kenny Norton. Right hand is underneath his chin. It's supposed to be up higher.
He's got it like this.
There's nobody in this. Look at it. Look. It's too low. This trainer, somebody, we talking stuff from years ago, and I'm letting everybody know what he should have done. Look at that right hand. It's too low. It's underneath the chin, and that's where his mistakes are.
Paul asked me to show the Foreman fight, and we can do that too. We can go there. We'll check out how because that was another fast fight with a.
Well, his defense. There's nobody who was in his corner, even though Bill Slate was he trained Marty Monroe, who was a really good boxer. That defense that Kenny Norton had, he didn't keep his hands up higher, and he always got hit up here. I'm an expert at that stuff, kind of like that defense that he's trying to do. And you can see in the video, every fight he fight in, this arm is under here. Now, everybody that's out there that's watching, and you got boxers, this is supposed to be up here. Okay, it's supposed to be up here, so you can catch everything and deliver the hook, deliver jabs, uppercuts. That's what it's supposed to be. But Ken Norton had it here all the time, and that's where he got hit. He would bring it here. A couple of times he had it up here. But that's where it's supposed to be, and this is supposed to be across your stomach.
All right, man. Let's
This is good news, though. This is good stuff, Bruce.
Oh, bro, you're the teacher over here tonight, my brother. Classes in session. Classes in session.
Kind of like, I wish I had some of that gummy. Who's this coming out?
I love it, champ. I love it.
Foreman and Norton. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Yankee Kyle. 306 from the sticks, my brother. Here we go, man. Ken Norton got it. This is after he beat Ali. And after Joe Frazier got beat by George Foreman, Ken Norton got the title shot that Ali was supposed to get, the first one. He went down to Caracas, Venezuela, and he fought the undefeated, the intimidating Big George Foreman. This is one of George Foreman's early title defenses, one of the few title defenses that he had. And anyway, man, look at Ken Norton. He's bigger than George Foreman. Look, he's got bigger shoulders than George Foreman. He's the bigger fighter in here, man. And Yankee Kyle, thanks for that share, brother.
To me, it looks like George is bigger than him. It looks like it.
Kenny looks more muscular.
Okay.
Let me see what the tail of the tapes were on here.
Kenny Norton. Oh, now he got his hands up higher. Maybe because he fear that George is a hard puncher. Nah, he still, once he uses one arm, the other arm has no defensive capacity. He's not even using, when he uses his left arm, his right arm is not even there for defense. All right, come on, let's see. He should have his defense tight. Okay. Right, George is just.
Norton weighed, I just passed it, man. Norton weighed 212 pounds. George weighed 224 pounds. So George was heavier by about 12 pounds.
Okay. All Kenny needs is a defense. George could take a good punch, but this is his. He looked like his defense.
Also, watch Norton's landing more punches.
See, George is just throwing that jab. Kenny's all open. He got that right hand up on the side pretty good. But he has to learn how to block everything on the inside. See, that right hand should be right up high. And if a hook comes, just turn it over and catch the hook. Yeah, that right there. See, George is getting through right there with that. He got to keep his right hand. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. That's one thing about Norton. When he fought these brutal punches, and George Foreman was one of the most brutal punches at the time.
He was.
Muhammad Ali was at ringside too. In fact, he went in the ring and he challenged Foreman after the fight, put on a scene.
Okay, let's see.
He got out of the first round though. That was one. You got to give Norton a little bit of credit there. He got out of the first round. We'll put it on hold till you get back, champ. I see Archie Moore in the corner of George Foreman. You all set?
Sorry about that.
No problemo. Look at Archie Moore's in George Foreman's corner.
Yeah, Archie Moore.
And who's
Archie Moore.
And who's the cutman? Is that Sam Solomon?
I don't know. He got to lift his head up. It don't look like Sam. It don't look like Sam.
And I know Sadler was George's trainer too, man. Was George Foreman's trainer.
Sandy Sadler?
No, Sandy's brother.
Okay.
what the hell was his name? Paul. If Joe's in here, Joe will know it. Paul Disco will know it. What the hell? What was fucking Sadler's name? George's trainer. Damn. This brain of mine. But anyway, man, watch this round. George is just going to walk him down here. Norton is on his bicycle. He doesn't have that defense going. He's not keeping those hands up.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Oh, look at Norton's landing a lot of punches in this fight.
George's defense ain't that great either. He's just big and strong.
None at all. George is just slugging.
And look at him. He look like he's just having fun.
Dick Sadler. There we go.
Dick Sadler, yeah.
See, Joe, I don't have Dick in my mind, so it's kind of a hard thing for me to recall. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you do.
These two muscular dudes, man. I wouldn't want to fight them.
And if you were 10 years older, you'd be in the ring with these guys. Oh.
Yeah, I remember this.
And that was it. That was pretty much it. He gets him in the corner after this, and the fight's over.
Yeah, if his defense was a lot better, he would have lasted longer. Oh, he couldn't with that left hook, but okay, that was.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's about defense. I know he got caught.
That was it, a full knockout. The referee gave him the 10 count, and his corner said, nope, stop the fight. Another victory for Big George.
I think if his defense was tighter, he still would have got knocked out by George. But if he would have been fighting with a tighter defense with the first 5 fights before that, getting used to it, it would have been a little bit harder for George, even though George was big and strong and throwing them punches. He could have lasted a little longer, but George could take a good punch also.
I'll tell you, it was a good fight that I saw. It was definitely old late in his career, but this was one of Ken Norton's best fights. I'm gonna see if I can bring this one up here, and you're gonna be able to call some good shots in this one, my bro. And these were two classic fighters. Unfortunately, Quarry was on Jerry Quarry and Ken Norton.
Jerry Quarry, yeah, Jerry Quarry.
Let's check this fight out, man. Because we're here to honor Ken Norton, and this was one of his finest performances. And
hey, I see it. I'm gonna turn it off.
I hear myself in there.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I turned it on.
Sorry, I thought that was me. That's you? Okay.
No, that was me, and I turned it on, and we can hear you talking.
All right, well, all right, champ. This was a good
Leon Mohammed, I think. This Leon Mohammed.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit, man.
Hold on. Hello? Leon, were you on the podcast right now? We was waiting on you to come on.
Tell him I'll call him right up. Hang up, tell him I'll call him right up.
Leon, what's up? Leon. Yo, Leon.
He's talking to somebody else. He must have pocket dialed you.
Leon. I'm gonna call him right back.
You're gonna go right to voicemail. Because his phone's still gonna be off the hook.
Oh, you think so?
Hey man, we're having fun over here though. We're trying to get the legendary Leon Mohammed on here. And we can do it. But in the meantime, we're honoring Ken Norton, and I'd love to get.
I got him ringing now. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
He ain't answering.
No, it's great. The phone's already off the hook. It's going to go right to voicemail.
We on the show. We on the show, man. Try to come on. All right, try to come on. All right. He in the bathroom. He in the bathroom.
We're gonna get Leon. We'll give him 5 minutes. We'll watch some of this fight, and then we'll give him a call during this fight. And this is, see, Leon doesn't have the he's not able to see the stuff like we are. He's just on the phone. We got to get him a laptop somehow. But
I got a couple of them. I just got to put them in the shop.
And we got to get one to him. But the thing is, you don't stay at the same place all that long. Okay, man, this is a telecasted property of Don King Productions. We're not worried about it. Don King owes Tim Witherspoon a lot. So if Don King puts a copyright on us, we're going to get the lawyers to go right after him, man.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Don.
We're not worried about nothing. We love Don King over here.
Yeah, it's just things went the way they went.
Here we are, man.
We're trying to help boxing. We're trying to help boxing fans and everybody.
Jerry Quarry, about 5 years beyond his prime, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Jerry Quarry, 67, 68, 69 was his prime, and now he's fighting Ken Norton.
Okay.
And we're in 1975. Norton is where he wants to be. This is before Norton fought Ali the second time. I mean, this was a real crossroads fight. Jerry Quarry wanted to stick around boxing, man. He stayed around way longer than he should have. But unfortunately...
Wait a minute, what'd you just say?
Jerry Quarry. He stayed around boxing way longer than he should have. I mean, a horrible ending to his career, champ. If you ever check out the ending of Jerry Quarry's career...
Quarry stopped Shavers, huh?
He stopped Shavers, yeah.
Paul Disco said that.
Yeah, in the first round. I mean, Quarry was an unbelievable fighter. Yeah, he was a great fighter, but he just took too much punishment. Towards the end of his career, he had bad management. He already had brain damage. He went to Colorado. He fought some guy. The guy knocked his teeth out. It was just a bad.
Paul Disco said by Foreman beating the Frazier and a Norton in the third prime says everything. What do you think?
By Foreman beating a Frazier and a Norton in their prime says everything. Yeah. Well, man, George was something, but
Muhammad Ali, strong dude, man.
But Muhammad Ali was something else.
Yes. He proved that your mind could be stronger than your body.
For sure.
Dick Sadler. Who's Dick Sadler? That's somebody's trainer.
Dick Sadler. Yeah, that's George Foreman. George Foreman's trainer. That's Sandy Sadler's brother.
Okay, this is Leon. Hold on. He hung up.
I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on hold.
Call him right back.
No. Let me call him. Let me call him.
Okay.
Let me take this down here. Use this. Oh no, shit, not that. Fuck. Boom. All right, there we go here. What's his number? What's the first three numbers? The first three
917 528-9540.
91. Don't give his number out there.
Okay.
91917. Okay, here we go. Leon Mohammed's new number, 917-528.
Don't give his number out.
No, 528 though. That's
yeah.
I got a bunch of them on here. Okay, let's see if we get them.
Okay.
Champ.
I can't do it this time. It's a murder threat. I got to go home. I can't do it.
Okay, brother.
All right, Leon. All right, Lee.
Well, you heard it, an emergency.
Listen, that's the man that got all the knowledge. He need to start his own podcast he just don't know and realize how much he can really make a difference. That's the man that know everything. Leon
Yep.
Muhammad, everything. Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Hank Dorman. I mean, you name it. All the promoters, all these different things. That's Leon, man. Woo.
The Spinks brothers,
Everything.
Shula,
And
and
at his age, he don't forget nothing. Why we be forgetting? That's because we drinking beer, smoking weed.
And like he just said now, at his age, he's even going to handling a family crisis. So
Yes.
I mean, he
Let's do a couple
never
more.
a dull moment. I'm sure he'll call us tomorrow, and we'll get back in there and we'll find out what's going on. And anyway, man, let's bring Jerry Quarry and Ken Norton back on here, and we're gonna have the champ analyze this fight. This was a great fight. This was in 1975. Jerry Quarry is at a crossroads. Ken Norton is still up and coming, and man, this was
Jerry Quarry had a lot of heart. He did. He had a lot of heart. He was small. He was smaller than the average heavyweight, but he had plenty of heart, and he represented the Irish. You know, he was Irish. He wore the clover and everything.
He punched hard.
Yes, he can, and he had heart. He wasn't scared of nobody.
I'll bet Leon was at this fight, Madison Square Garden, 1975.
Probably was.
And Gil Clancy's in the corner of Jerry Quarry.
Wow. What's his name? What's his name? Was it Ken Norton?
Bill Slayton.
Bill Slayton, yeah, from California.
Mm-hmm. That's West Coast, man. That's when boxing became East Coast, West Coast International. For a long time, boxing was very regional. Pretty much East Coast fighters fought East Coast fighters. West Coast fighters fought West Coast fighters. You had to be really good to make that intercontinental bouts, to make those cross country bouts, the rivalries. But they had a lot of local rivalries at the time. Philadelphia, man, how many rivalries were there in that city?
Yeah, a lot.
But here we go, man. Jerry Quarry in Madison Square Garden, and what was Jerry Quarry's Let me see what his record was in here. Quarry was 50 wins, 7 losses, and 4 draws. Okay. So this is Jerry Quarry's 64th. 4
draws, wow.
4 draws, yep.
That probably was political, those draws.
Well, he had the draw with Ron Lyle.
Okay, Ron is one or the hardest puncher in boxing.
Yeah.
He's one or the. He is the or one of. I spent a lot of time with him. I spent a lot of time with him in Vegas, a couple of other places. He was really nice guy too. A lot of people say. Did he was he in jail before?
Yeah, he was in prison for well, interesting story.
But he was a nice, calm, and cool guy. Nice, calm, and cool. I never seen him getting angry. Okay, here we go. Kenny Norton with Jerry Quarry.
Ron Lyle was in prison for murder. There was a riot. He saved a guard's life, and they commuted his sentence because he was a model prisoner. And he saved the guard's life. And he got stabbed himself, and he saved the guard, and the governor commuted his sentence. And
that is beautiful, man. That's the first I heard that. That is beautiful.
Ron
was a nice guy.
I love stories like that. Here we go, man.
Yeah,
Jerry
Ron was nice, man. Okay, here's Kenny Norton coming out he's coming out with his
same defense, same defense. We're gonna see Quarry hit him a few times. Good body shot by Quarry.
But the problem is there's nobody in his corner to tell him how that defense worked, and that could be dangerous. I don't think Slayton knew that defense, because if he did, he would Kenny Norton would be executing that defense a lot better. His hands are in the right area, but they're not doing the right thing. If you see Kenny Norton with his hands there, that right hand should be up a little higher, and he's keeping it too low. He's shooting his jab. Got caught with the hooks. His right hand should be up higher. Remember, I kept saying it through the other video? Look at it. He got caught again. So that right hand has to be up when you cross arming. When you cross arming, that right hand got to be up here, not here. That could have been Kenny Norton's one of his main problems when he fought. And you don't need to push somebody off you. You're using your energy. Don't use your energy to push off anybody. Let them use their, keep your defense tight. Let them push you around. Long as your hand is up for defense, let them push you around. Let them use their energy. That's what I was taught.
Corey's looking pretty good in the early round here.
Yeah, he's tough. Corey's tough. He's slipping. He's moving his head. Kenny Norton just have a defense that we didn't know about back then, and we didn't know the negatives of that defense or the positives, really. See, putting his hands out like that. When you put your hands out and push away, you don't really know that defense. See how he's doing? He's holding Jerry Cooney out there with his hands. You're supposed to let your opponent commit all the way in.
It's
Don't
funny
put your
because
hands out.
Norton had different plans for different fights. Like when he fought Ali the third time, he couldn't miss with that overhand right. It was like a magnet to Ali's head. And
Ali float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His defense wasn't like Joe Frazier, Kenny Norton, or a lot of these other guys. His defense was hands away, slipping and moving. So he had a different type of defense.
Norton was nailing him with the overhand right in that third fight.
Ali had a different defense that worked for him, but not everybody else could do that.
Right.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Not everybody could do that. So he developed his own, but later on in his career, he started getting caught. When his physical body couldn't really get in the best of shape, or like a young person, that's when you saw Muhammad Ali getting caught. And he needed to learn defense. So that could have been the downfall and everything in terms of getting hit.
Joe says when Ron got out of prison, he fought Ali and shot his wife and his friend.
What? He shot his wife and friend?
Well, yeah. There's a story about it. His wife was in a car with some other guy, and Ron Lyle pulled him over, and he took a shot at his wife. I didn't know he shot his friend, but I know he took a couple of shots at his wife.
They both died?
No, he didn't hit her. It was a road rage kind of a thing. But he was crazy enough to shoot at her. I mean, shit. You don't get more nutty than that.
Okay, Jerry Corey is in really good shape. Kenny Norton probably, I don't know, he trained hard. But I think, man, I got to beat this guy. He could probably beat him. But Jerry Corey's a tough Irishman coming to fight. And that's the way it turns out. Jerry Corey wasn't scared of nobody. I respected the way he fight too. He didn't care. He didn't back off of nobody. But you can see his defense was kind of not at the top, but he was good offensively.
Okay, let me see some of the. I'm going to read some of the notes for this fight. It says,
okay.
Muhammad Ali vacated the NABF title to challenge for the World Championship to challenge George Foreman, and this is for the title that he vacated.
Okay.
Norton was number 4 contender. Corey was number 5 contender.
Okay.
Corey received $185,000. Norton got $100,000.
They would have got millions compared to today.
In early 1974, Corey complained that the top black heavyweights would not fight him. It's a black conspiracy, Corey said. I'm being boycotted. Norton and Foreman. Then he wanted to leave.
Hey, Bruce, that was really good strategy right there.
And then he said they wanted to leave the little white boy out of it.
Oh, that was smart. That was intelligent.
And Norton said, I respect him as a fighter, but I don't like him one bit.
Oh, wow. black people and black boxers, I think will think they was deprived.
Norton said, "I don't like him because he's a prejudiced man."
Okay, well, he probably got his reasons. Norton said that, right? He probably got his reasons for saying that. Because Norton, I met him. He seemed to be a really nice brother and really cool. And racism, I don't think he would put up with that. I think he had a white girlfriend.
Okay.
I think he did.
On the 1998 holiday issue of Ring ranked Ken Norton number 22 and Jerry Corey number 27 on the list of 50 greatest heavyweights of all time. And then it says the original bout on this undercard was signed as Ken Norton versus Oscar Bonavena. However,
Okay,
Bonavena pulled out on the 27th, citing the promoters couldn't assure him a win over Norton would guarantee him a title fight with Ali. And Bonavena was also being investigated by the Central Bank of Argentina for tax issues.
Oh, okay.
On March 3rd, Jimmy Young was signed to fight Norton in a 10-round fight, but Madison Square Garden found little-known Young to be an unacceptable opponent. And finally, on March 6th, Jerry Corey was signed to fight Ken Norton in a 12-rounder. So this fight was all over the place before they signed this fight. They wanted to put a lot of fights.
Who won this fight? Who won this fight? I know we watching it.
Oh, man.
Jerry Corey won it, right?
I don't want to spoil it for you, champ.
Well, we going every round.
Yeah. It's not a long fight. You're gonna see Ken Norton, and you're gonna see a slugfest. Look at these guys right now, and look at the face. Look at Jerry Corey's face. It's already busted up.
You see all the redness, but you don't see Kenny Norton with the defense. Look at that right arm. It's not up high near his temples. Look at it right where his chin. That's his downfall. That's his downfall. See, we started with all these videos.
He's getting hit with that left hook.
Look where his right hand is. It's underneath his chin. That's the wrong place to be. All right, let's see. He didn't cross over yet. He's trying to stop the left hook. Now he's bringing it right there underneath, right? That's the wrong place. And Clayton, I love him. His trainer didn't know where to tell him to put that right hand. He did a lot better with that right hand near his temple, up top, high, over top of his eyes.
I remember that referee too, Johnny Lobianco. He was big in New York.
I remember that name.
Yep. And the referee, Johnny Lobianco. Oh. Man, these guys are hitting.
Jerry Corey ain't backing up at all. Jerry Corey is not backing up. That's what I liked about him.
He is tough, flat-footed, going forward. Oh. Norton's picking him apart there. Oh, but Corey, he's so tough.
He's smaller too. 210, 211.
Yeah, that's it. He's small. But Norton's not a big heavyweight either. Norton's only about 220.
Okay.
In fact, I could tell you exactly what they weigh in this fight. Let's see what their weights were. Corey was 218 and a half. I'm sorry, Corey was 207.
Right. He looked way smaller.
Yep, Norton was 218.
Okay.
Irish Jerry, Gil Clancy in the corner.
Yeah, Gil Clancy. I remember those names. I remember meeting them guys. It was a good times. Okay. Well, clearly, I'm going to tell you that Kenny Norton defense was flaws to a certain extent. He got hit more than what people thought. And you can see now. His right hand wasn't in the right place.
Oh, good body shot. Good body shot.
To the body, yeah.
Who's that? Shania back there yelling at a friend?
Oh, you can hear her? How can you hear her?
I got 20/20 hearing.
Yo, she in the back there doing something. Close your door, Shania. We talking.
We'll be done soon.
Yeah, I know. I got to get me something to eat.
Oh man, we could do a cooking with Tim Witherspoon segment.
What you mean?
Break out the knife, break out the cooking board, chop that veggies up.
No, I hadn't ate me something earlier, but now I'm hungry again. It was vegetarian type. Like, all right, let's get to this. Let's
Okay.
get to Kenny Norton defense, which you can see is not as tight as people think it was. That was the defense that I was taught that defense, and his right hand was too low, right there. Look at everybody. He's underneath his chin, and he's getting hit with everything. And it should be up high. It should be up high, not where his chin. That should be up where his temple, their right arm.
Corey's got no defense either.
But he'll fight. He will fight you.
Yeah, but he's at this stage of his career, he's getting hit with everything with the chicken sink. Everything but the chicken sink. Yeah, Gil Clancy had hair in this. And all these old fights we see, Joe.
Wow.
Bryce, if I was in the crowd, I'd still have hair. Oh!
Wow, he's been hitting with some hard shots. Yeah, Corey's defense wasn't all the best in the world, but
Corey retired after this, but he came back a couple of times and real bad decisions to come back. Like I said, the last time was it was inhumane. He fought at a Holiday Inn, and he got his head. He got destroyed. He was in no condition. He couldn't even get himself to the arena by himself. His brain was that far gone.
Wow, that is really bad. Okay.
Yeah, he died by himself of dementia. They found him in his attic. They found him a few days later in his attic, dead. It was sad. Oh yeah, man. Jerry Corey couldn't even put his shoes on at the end of his career. He was he had CTE.
He was a great warrior too. He was a tough, great warrior. We gotta give him the respect.
I talked to his brother Robert Corey. He came on a show I did a couple of years ago, and he said they used to spar in it with their dad's gym with no headgear.
That's the problem. Yeah, okay.
Yep, and he said he didn't even want to be a fighter, but because of his family, because of his brothers and his father, he got into boxing too. And he had a fight with Tommy Morrison. That was probably his biggest fight. He got knocked out, but the Quarries.
Who got knocked
out? Jerry's brother Robert.
Okay.
Well, look at Jerry, man. His face is the nose, the ears. That's a classic smash boxer's face. Referee's taking a good hard look at Jerry's too, man. I remember watching this fight and I'm saying, stop this fight. He was just taking too much punishment. And the thing about Jerry Quarry, many of his fights were stopped because of cuts.
I know.
He bled. That was one of his weaknesses, man.
Yep.
He was one of the classic bleeders in boxing.
Yeah, defense is just as important as offense, and I keep saying it to the public, to the trainers, to everybody. Defense is just as important as hitting them guy.
Yep,
just as important.
I was listening to a boxer today on a podcast, Shamba Mitchell. From Washington.
Sean Bay, okay.
Sean Bay, still sharp as a tack, and he talked about it. He says he thanks God after 50 plus fights, he can still speak, he can still hear. And I said, that's because you had great defense. And he says, yep. So that was the thing. I didn't get hit. I hit. I kept my hands high, and look at this.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Talking to Sean Bay, okay.
Oh, I wasn't talking. I was just in the chat. He was on.
He was in the chat. Okay.
Yeah. Just before I came on here, that was it. I think referees just breaking them up. Yeah, because they didn't break up fights for nothing in these days. They let these guys practically kill themselves in the ring, especially heavyweights in Madison Square Garden. Wow.
Yeah.
Norton looks like he's getting frustrated too. He says, Jesus, I've been banging this kid for 5 rounds and he's still coming after me.
So when is this going to end?
Pretty soon. Pretty soon.
Wow.
Now, what do you think in this close fighting? What would you be doing?
What you mean? Like,
In the infighting, like they're doing a lot of infighting when they get
no,
inside.
they got to relax and keep that defense tight so they don't get hit like that. Yeah, they stopped the fight.
Look at
I
Jerry.
remember this. I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Jerry,
that.
Jerry never wanted to be stopped. But
Yeah, I remember that.
and yeah,
I
this was
remember
when
that one.
this was when Ken Norton was on his campaign to get that third fight with Ali. And man, great career for Ken Norton. And damn,
Jerry was one of the toughest boxers that I ever knew. When I was young, I always used to think that this guy wouldn't back away from nobody. I much respect for Jerry. Much respect for him.
oh yeah, man. One of the first fights that I got into boxing, I watched Jerry and George Chuvalo.
Okay. Oh, George was George. Woo! I was with George, one of the nicest, quietest guy in the world. George Chuvalo from Canada, right? Oh, he was a nice, quiet, didn't act like he was a big shot. He was nice and calm and talked nicely and barely talked.
His birthday was the other day.
Is he still living?
Yeah, he's still living, but he's at home. He's messed up. Yeah, he's messed up. I think he's 87. I believe he was 87. And
this dude was the nicest guy. I met him. He was nice and calm. He talked. He just didn't talk that much either, Oh man, George Chuvalo, and he liked me too. I was like, okay, we sitting there, and he was giving me respect. I was like, wow, George Chuvalo, one of the toughest boxers.
One of the first fights that I got into boxing was Jerry Quarry and George Chuvalo in Madison Square Garden, and Chuvalo, he had a chin on him. He never got knocked down. He had a granite chin. I think it was 100 fights. He never got knocked down. But anyway, he was getting pieced up by Quarry, and he threw a big right hand. He knocked Quarry down. Quarry took a knee, and Quarry forgot about the count. He didn't pick up the count. He got counted out. And then there was a riot in the ring.
Okay.
Quarry's corner, his brothers, his father, they went crazy, and Chuvalo's corner went crazy. And I'm about 15 years old. I didn't even know boxing, and I'm watching this with my father. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, Dad, this is nice. The Madison Square Garden's going crazy, and I saw, and that was one of my introductions to the game, and man, I loved it, man. I loved it, and George stopped Bob Quarry. Let's see, Bob Quarry got stopped brutally by Bob Foster.
I remember that. I remember that, and so I know that Chuvalo was paying a lot of. Huh?
I didn't know he was a opponent for George Foreman, but I know he got stopped by Tommy Morrison. What were you saying again, bro?
No, I'm just saying that me and George Chuvalo treated me with respect, and I was really impressed over that. When I was talking to him, I was sat down next to him. Oh man, he was treating me like I was some kind of champ, real big champ, and all that. And he was quiet, he was calm, he wasn't speaking all the time. He was just like this and just talk a little bit and then turn over. And I was like, wow, okay, George. And he wasn't no big flamboyant kind of like guy. And that's why I'm like, man, this dude is all right.
Yeah. He was supposed to come on as the next Rocky Marciano. That's who he was. In fact, Rocky was even in his corner. Rocky was promoting him. Rocky was pushing his.
You mean career. Sylvester Stallone?
No, Rocky Marciano, the real Rocky.
Rocky Marciano. Okay.
Yeah, Rocky. Yeah, Rocky. Rocky was riding. Hey, listen to this, champ. You want to hear before we go? Listen to this quick story that Lemmy put in here.
Okay, come on, let's do it.
Muhammad Ali held my father's hand while they pulled the pins out of it. While they pulled the pins out that held his fingers straight for the skin grafts to heal after getting burned.
Who got burned?
His father got burned. His father had surgery, and Muhammad Ali held his father's hands while they pulled the pins out.
Oh that is really cool.
That's
Ali.
that's
Ali. That's Ali. That's him. That is really cool, man. That's Muhammad Ali. He held somebody's father's arm, whatever, while they was pulling the pins out. That's him. That's me too. I'll do the same thing. That is cool.
he was in the fire department. His father was a captain in the fire department. Obviously got burned while putting out a fire. And man, you know, that's a great memory. And yep, in 1966, Paul points out that Ali fought George Chuvalo. Was that for the championship? I'm not quite sure, but I know Toronto loved George Chuvalo. He had a lot of big fights there.
Yeah.
He fought Ernie Terrell up there. I mean, so many fights. George Foreman up there.
Sometimes you got to get your fans what you have been doing, and I know we've been concentrating directly on the stuff that we're doing, but your fans have a lot of knowledge, and they look what they're doing. You gotta let them know. Hey man, you've been doing that.
Oh, bro, I'm so grateful when people come in here. You know, sometimes me and you do shows. I looked at the other day, like we did the fight last week. 500 people tuned into the show. So
that is beautiful.
You know, a lot of people don't type in the chat, but a lot of people come in here and they listen to us. And I look at the analytics after the show and I check it out and I'm like, man, that makes me feel good and then I look at the amount of time that they spend in here listening. And sometimes people are in here for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That's an average for everybody. Because me, I go on YouTube, I go here, I go there, I go everywhere. If I don't like what they're saying, I go somewhere else.
Okay.
A billion people use YouTube. Imagine that.
Wow.
There's 8 billion people in the world, and a billion of them at one point of the day are on YouTube. It's amazing.
I love watching you.
I love watching you talk to him as well you're a real classy fighter.
Thank you.
Thank you. And make sure Tim's got a YouTube channel too. We're going to be getting that running.
We're going to
get getting real healthy. He's the father of many girls, the uncle, the brother, the sister. 5. You're going to see the Witherspoon kids on there, man. They're going to show you how to eat well, staying healthy, talking about boxing. It's going to be a kick-ass channel. It's already up there now. It's about 8,000 subs, but
I got some nice-looking daughters too.
Got some beautiful daughters. Some of them are single. Some of them are too young for us. So I don't get any ideas. But watch and appreciate. And remember,
there's only one that's too young. The rest are.
Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't date one of Tim Witherspoon's daughters. I don't care how old they were. Can you imagine this guy coming knocking on my door? What'd you give my daughter? Whoa. I mean, look out, man. And Tim's a serious father. That's why right now Tim's on the straight and narrow. He's taking care of his daughter, making sure she's raised proproperly. Gotta hand it to him.
Well, just the thing. I never had to put my hand. My oldest daughter name is Lynette. I never beat her. My next oldest daughter is India. I never beat her. My next daughter is Ayana. I never put my hands on her. My next daughter is Mecca. I had to rough her up a little bit against the wall because of boys, but other than that, she's okay. And my daughter Shania, that's from England originally.
Shania might need a little.
She roughing me up. She roughing me up, and she only 13, 14, and I gotta snatch her up sometimes, But other than my son Tim, I never put my hands on him, and he's 40 years old. I never had to do this. I barely had to holler at him. I don't remember. And I got away with murder because I didn't have to really do that much. If I say something to my,
you got a beautiful family, brother.
Yeah, if I said something to my kids, my daughters and stuff, they really don't argue with me. They won't argue with me. So I thought that was pretty good. So we're gonna do a podcast with Tim and his girls, the champ and his daughters.
You will never be alone. Definitely, you will never be alone.
That's right. Okay, so all right, Bruce.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, brother.
All right, thank you, everybody. It was nice having a engagement with you. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow, Bruce.
Peace, brother. Peace.
All right, peace. See you later.
My man, Terrible Tim, always coming on, spitting the knowledge, helping us through. And Leon was going to come on tonight, but hey, man, you know how life is, and we wing it. So I thank you, cats, for coming in here. Lemmy, appreciate you here, my brother. Let me give you a blue tool. Make sure you come back again, my brother. And everybody else, my brother Joe out there, man. D-Ray on the drive. Yankee Kyle, 306 with the sticks. Paul Driscoll, my main man over there on Facebook, keeping it alive on multimedia over here. I haven't gotten any response on Twitch. I set up over there. The thing about Twitch is you can get away with I think you can show more copywritten stuff, because a lot of times I show fights on here and they get down on me. They get down on me for showing fights, even though I have permission from like other channels to show them, like Vintage Boxing. He's got a repertoire of unbelievable classic fights, and he says, "Yeah, man, I can show any of my fights." I show him, and I still get a well, I don't get a strike, but my videos can't be monetized, which I don't think means shit anyway. As long as I get the visibility. My brother Rascalat out there, Rascalat, you missed a good one tonight. We're honoring the great Ken Norton on the day of his death, 11 years later. He died at 70 years old. I'll be 70 years old in 5 months. And no, is it? This is the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. 3 more months, man. 70 years old. I'll be a real OG on here. But anyway, man, I appreciate you cats coming in here. Nothing quite like it. I've been here long enough. Ken Norton, we remember you, my brother. You put on some great fights for us. You truly entertained us, man. I hope you and Ali are going at it forever right now. Another couple of dozen 15-rounders. So shout out everybody, man. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Represented by In the Clouds. You go on my homepage, you can get a link there, 30% off on your first order. And we're going to be doing some business with In the Clouds, so you'll be able to get a discount coupon right here, I'm hoping. And I just hooked up with the fine people there. They sent me a lovely gift box. And I'm enjoying some of their flour right now. And I had an edible earlier. There's 4 more left in the I think I'll save those for the morning. I'll give a couple to the old lady, a couple to me, and we'll maintain the day. But anyway, I want to thank everybody that passed through once again, and especially my fucking brothers, my co-hosts, whatever you want to call them, but the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Terrible Tim Witherspoon. So much knowledge, man, and I love showing fights with him because he gets right down into it. You can tell his brain is in the fighter's brain, and as they throw, he's countering. As they're moving, he's sidestepping. So, man, it's a great feeling, and I get that good feeling tonight. I'm going to go out to a few more YouTube hit and runs over here, and until next time, man, I'm out of here. Peace and love.